Hey guys, what's going on? Welcome back to another Tom Clancy's The Division video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Marathon Achievement or Trophy, depending on which console you're on, which you get for finding and unlocking all of the safe houses in the city. Now you might be thinking to yourself, won't I unlock this anyway by simply playing the game? And yes, you're right, you will, but there's actually another reason for doing this. And that is getting access to the weapon and gear vendors which are located at each of these safe houses. Now I don't think that doing this is necessarily right for the beginning of the game. There's not really any reason to do that, and if you watch one of my previous videos, I did suggest that there's no reason to sell or buy stuff from vendors until later in the game, and you should just be breaking down all of your loot until you reach around level 18, when you can start to buy purple gear. But if you want more information on that, you can go check out that video. So whenever you go up a level, new gear unlocks at each vendor, and obviously if you have all of these safe zones unlocked, you'll have access to a lot more gear to buy earlier than if you didn't go and do all of the safe zones. As you can see in the game here, I come across something in one of the safe zones that's in an area that's around 5 levels higher than I am, and it has something useful which I need. So that's the reason for doing this, on top of doing it for getting the achievements. Now that's the reason for doing it. I'm going to give you guys some tips on if you're planning to do this, because obviously the enemies can get up to level 30. When I done it I was level 18. And the enemies, especially in that level 30 zone, can be really difficult, and it only takes 1 or 2 bullets to actually kill you. First off, if you don't want to do it that way, there is actually a little cheat. If you know a friend who's a higher level, and he already has the safe zones unlocked, or most of them, you can get them to be in a group with you. They can fast travel to the safe zones, and then you can just simply teleport to that safe zone, and that's just kind of a little cheat way of doing it. But if not, you can follow these steps. Now, unlike some people, I'm actually playing this game solo. I'm not doing any of the missions or anything in a group. So this is mostly tips for you guys. It's probably a lot easier to do this. If there's 4 of you, you know, 1 of you can make it to the safe zone, and the rest of the people could just teleport there. So this is more aimed at people who want to do it solo. Now I'm going to assume that when you're doing this, you're going to be around level 15 to 18. I was level 18. Then you should have most of the safe zones on the left hand side of the map unlocked, because you would have done all of the side missions and missions to get to level 18, and you have to make your way to the other side of the map. I don't think you'll have any problems coming across enemies for any of the safe zones apart from 2, which I'm going to talk about. One, there is a safe zone that's right next to a mission, and if you just follow your marker, it's actually going to lead you straight into a mission, and you're going to get killed by the enemy from those missions. So all you want to do is just head around the corner and kind of go north and into the safe zone that way, rather than just directly through the mission. So as you'd imagine, the most difficult enemies are in the final safe zone. The enemies are ranked level 27 to 30. And when I tried this, I was level 18, so they were all 12 levels higher than me for most of the enemies. Fortunately, I managed to do this on my first try following these steps. However, I admit I did come close to dying a couple of times, so obviously some luck is probably required. The first tip, equip a healing and proximity mines. The mine which you drop on the ground, it will attack enemies that are kind of in its proximity. And that's very handy because it does go off and attack enemies. It will distract them just enough time for you to escape. And if you've equipped any mods onto that, like the one that rains fire, that's what I have equipped, it can also burn the enemies, giving you some more time. And the healing will obviously come in handy, as well as having your medkits. The next tip, avoid main streets. If you come across an enemy or a group of enemies that you probably won't be able to sneak past, then just look around for side streets and go up them. There's no point in taking a chance this close to the safe zone, because you will have to redo all of it again when you die. The third tip is to constantly check your radar, because the enemies will show up even if you can't see them, and that way you'll know to avoid or to cover and wait for the enemies to go past, because you want to avoid confrontation as much as you can, and this is just pretty much sneaking through this zone all the way to the safe zone. If you do engage the enemy, however, and this is our last tip, then all you want to do is deploy your mine to attack them, run as fast as you can, and keep your finger on the healing and your medkit button. Alright guys, that's all the tips, and hopefully you guys don't have too much problem reaching all the safe zones and unlocking the achievement. I have to admit that sneaking around at level 30 zone when you're only level 18 is actually a lot of fun, because you just have to do a lot of sneaking around. You know, if you get caught once, you're probably going to die. And I'd suggest that everyone, even if you're not trying to get this achievement, should probably try it before they reach level 30. Or maybe it's just me who found it fun. Anyway, I just want to thank all you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. Don't forget to drop a like if you found this useful, and I will see you in my next video for more Division guides.
Potential hostile stronghold identified. Missing medical supplies detected.
Get down now. You think you can take the LMD, huh?
Now entering a safe area.